Why plant churches? There is such a great need.
We need to plant more churches. The best, most effective, and most sustainable way to advance the gospel of Jesus Christ and to see people, new people, meet Jesus is through planting new churches.
Authentic followers of Jesus who are committed to befriending lost people, showing the gospel in their deeds. That's what the Bay Area needs.
One of the things you learn through living in the cities is there is no monolithic culture to the city. There are many different neighborhoods, many different communities within the city.
In this city, if you're going to take an extreme, if you're extremely liberal, the city will somewhat embrace you. If you're extremely conservative, the city will reject you.
I love the cultural obstacles because we can't build around common culture here. We can't build around homeschooling. We can't build around the Republican Party. We can't build around conservative politics. We can't build around all those things, but you shouldn't want to build around those things. We build around the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Where I minister in San Jose is one city in the county of Santa Clara. 4% of that population attends an evangelical church on a Sunday morning. Now there's a great opportunity in that as well, because that tells you that 96% of the people in my county need to hear the gospel. And there are not enough churches.
The churches are pretty much, at least in the African American community, spiritually bankrupt. The evangelical community, pretty much isolated, very insular.
We need to plant new churches so that new people would get to know Jesus. We need to plant churches so that old Christians in older churches would be revitalized in their faith.
There are so many diverse subcultures in the Bay Area. And as each of these groups really seeks the Lord for who do you want us to be serving and loving and reaching out to and showing the gospel to, the Lord will lead each of us.
Many people would like to be church planting churches, but so many churches don't have the bandwidth to do so. And so we formed the network in hopes that together we could see churches planted and make church planting possible, even for congregations that are much smaller. One of the things that's true about the San Francisco Bay is that there is a lack of churches where Christ is the center post and where the gospel is the primary message. And because of that, we banded together and formed the Northern California Network for Church Planting, also known as the NorCal Network.
Churches tend to be isolationist. That's not what the NorCal Network is. These churches have actually come together and are committed to helping one another and helping church planters get the gospel out in the Bay Area. That is tremendously exciting.
Our desire is to include as many churches as possible so that we can saturate the Bay Area with just like-minded churches.
Listen, church planting is lonely and it is hard, and you can really get beat down by others and by yourself. And what's so valuable is to sit down with other guys who are doing the same thing you are and to have candid conversations and share your burdens with one another. Have them preach the gospel to you. If you don't have that, you're going to die. You're just not going to make it. We're not built to be Lone Rangers.
I'm doing the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life in planting this church, and it's the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. I feel like I'm in way over my head. I feel like if God doesn't show up, nothing's going to happen. I'm just going to be a big fat joke. But God is showing up. He's faithful.
Pray earnestly about being a part of this. Whether it means being a church planter or a group leader or a part of a group, a vibrant, vital part of the group, pray earnestly about being part of this, because people will come to Christ and the church, the bride of Christ, will be built and Jesus Christ will be glorified.
That's my life's deep passion, is to go into every community in this city and present the gospel and minister to families and youth and whoever God sends us to.
If the vision is from God, if God's called you and if God's sent you as a man, as a church planter, He's going to show up, He's going to do incredible, crazy things that you could have never planned, could have never expected, and you're in for the ride of your life.